Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I have a tool review for you, and today we are reviewing the Porter & Cable 20 volt lithium ion max oscillating tool. So the part number on this is PCC710B. So why don't we go ahead and open up the box and let's see what you get for about 60 bucks. Alright, so with the kit, this is what you're going to get. The first thing you're going to get is you're going to get a case to hold all the accessories in, and within that case you're going to get a sanding pad, a grout saw, a scraper, a blade for wood and metal, and then a blade for wood, the tool itself, and some miscellaneous sand paper with numerous grits. Alright, so let's talk about the tool. Alright, so when you get the tool, the first thing you're going to notice is that you don't have a battery. This is sold as a bare tool when you buy the tool itself. If you buy it with a bundle with whatever else Porter Cable offers, you will get a battery with it when it gets bundled. But anyway, on this particular one, I didn't need a battery because I already have a couple other tools in the lineup, so getting a battery was not that big of a deal. All right, so let's take a look at the tool. Let's take a look at some of the features. All right, so with the tool, you have a variable speed on it. It goes from 1 to 6, and 6 is the highest speed, 1 is the lowest. Okay. You have an LED light that is active when the tool is on. And one of the nicest features about this is it's a quick change tool system. You don't need an Allen wrench or anything like that to change the blades. It basically just push down on the lever, and then the attachments snap into the locking pins, and then you let go, and then it locks it in. So then if you flip it over, pretty nothing to really write home on the other side. Just some warning labels, the slot for the battery, and that's about it. So why don't we go ahead and put the battery in there and put a blade in there, and I'll show you what it sounds like under full power. Alright, so with the battery in and the speed selector on 1, why don't we turn it on just so you can get an idea how loud it is. Position number 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can tell, it can get pretty loud, but I think that's to be expected with an oscillating tool. This is the first oscillating tool I've ever owned, so I can't tell you if it's loud or quieter compared to other brands out there. What I can tell you about this is I actually love this thing. It's great. Even with it being cordless, I get probably about half an hour to 45 minutes of runtime, using it on and off. What I've been mainly using it for is replacing windows in my house. Over the past 4 to 5 weeks, I've been replacing windows, and I've been using this tool to essentially scrape paint and do undercuts for the blind stops and trimming the stops around the new replacement windows and everything else. And essentially, this little tool is a godsend for doing that. You don't have to lug around extension cords and everything else, and doing miscellaneous trim work. This is the go-to tool because it's quick, it's easy, it gives you a lot of versatility as far as the attachments and everything else, and it really makes things a lot easier. So if you can tell, if you look at the blade, the wood and metal blade, actually this is just a wood blade. What I've been using this for quite a bit is using it to cut the spray foam when I do the windows, because once you foam the windows, you can use a utility knife or something like that, but because the foam really doesn't like to be cut, you usually don't get a very clean cut. So what I've been doing is I've been using the wood blade attachment to use it almost like in the premise of you're slicing bread, and doing that, it cuts through that foam nice and neat and makes it nice and clean and everything else. Doing it that way, you don't have to worry about any tear outs or anything like that. So just with that, that's been a lifesaver as far as making it nice and neat and everything else. So what else? No complaints. I really have nothing but good things to say about it. It's well balanced in the hand. It doesn't feel, you know, top heavy or weighted to one end or the other. As far as vibrations when you're holding it, it's really minimal. Again, this is my only oscillating tool. I can't tell you if it's worse or better than the others. I can tell you, when you're using it, you don't feel like you need to hold it on with two hands or it's going to get away with you. It seems pretty nice. The only thing I wish they added with it is a fuel gauge for the battery indicator. That's the only thing, because sometimes when you're using it, you really don't have a sense of how much battery is, how much energy is left in the battery. But other than that, this tool is solid. I picked it up at Lowe's. I want to say it was for like around 60 bucks. So I can't say enough good things about it. Just, you know, with the scraping blade attachment on it, using that to scrape all the wood, all the old paint off the jams and everything else, that's been great. It just buzzes right through it. It gets all the old caulk and all the built up paint off the finished trim and everything else. It really makes short work of a kind of a nasty job. So in closing, 2 thumbs up on the port and cable lithium ion oscillating tool. I would highly recommend it if you already have this series. Go get it. It's not that much money, and it does really save a lot of work for you. If you've never owned one, you're going to be amazed what these tools can do once you own one. You're going to have a lot of versatility with it. So in closing, if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. And if you like stuff, tool reviews, stuff around the garage, snowmobiles, cars, stuff like that, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comments box, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And as always, have a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye.